Hello, it is Dr. Chris Raquel, and I am back again with a video for today. I hope you all are doing amazingly. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also send me an email at askkrystalracquel@gmail.com if you have any questions that you would love to see me answer on a YouTube video. So today, we're actually going into the King James Version of the Bible. We're going to be reading chapter 23 of Proverbs. Let's get into it. All right, so the King James Version that I have here, it's super small font, so let's get into it. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, like on a platter. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. So if you're a gluttonous person, don't eat. Be not desirous of his dainties, like his delicacies, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. So don't be striving for riches. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. So this is saying, don't be so worried about what other people have. Don't be striving to gain riches, because riches are fleeting. They can disappear so quickly. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. So if there's somebody who has like evil intentions, not a good person, don't be thinking that you wish that you can have what he has, all the food, all the delicacies, and he's telling you, go ahead, eat, but he's not that person. He's not a good person. So be mindful of people like that. Don't be envious of what they have, because you don't know what type of people they really are. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. Speak not in the ears of a fool, but he will despise the wisdom of thy words. So that's something that's very important, right? So if you know somebody's foolish, don't even really waste your breath. Don't waste your time, because they're going to end up hating you more for you even being right or telling them something that is going to help them. Okay, and remove not the old landmark, and enter not into the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is mighty. He shall plead their cause with thee. So that's saying, like, there might be boundary lines from like land. They could even be talking about people who are going to war, but there's boundary lines that you're not supposed to cross, and don't be trying to go and cross those lines just because you see that those people are vulnerable, because God is going to defend them. Let's see. Apply thine heart unto instruction, and thine ears to the words of knowledge. So pay attention to instruction and knowledge. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beaten him with the rod, he shall not die. So it's saying, correct your children. And it's obviously talking about physically, but you need to discipline your kids, whatever that may be. But we're talking about what the Bible's saying. The Bible is saying literally, like, whip your kids with the rod. Or I should say, beat them with the rod. My son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yeah, my reign shall rejoice when thy lips speak right things. So do the right thing so you can make whoever's speaking here proud. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. So don't be envious of sinners, okay? Focus on what it is that you have to do that's right unto the Lord. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. So don't be envious of people who are given to lots of drink. So a wine bibber is someone who loves alcohol. For the drunkard and the glutton, so it said, be not among wine bibbers, which are people who love alcohol, among riotous eaters of flesh. And riotous eaters, that means people who like eat too much, gluttonous. And then we'll continue here. For surely there's an end, no. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rag. Because drowsiness is those people who are very lazy, or people who are, drunkards or eat too much. Hearken unto thy father that begat thee. So listen to your father. And despise not thy mother when she is old. So don't be disrespectful or despise your mother when she's older. Buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. So you should be looking by, I like the way that they say it in this way. And I believe it's said that way in the New International Version as well. So it's saying you should be buying, or so basically seeking truth, buying wisdom, instruction, and understanding, and do not sell. You need to hold on to it tightly. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. So your parents are going to be proud of you if you're wise and you're doing the right thing. And then we have just 11 more verses to go. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. So your father and mother are going to be happy, and your mother will rejoice. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. So give your heart to the Lord and focus on the Lord's ways. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. So keep those things in mind. You should not be following after the wayward woman. And when it says strange woman, I believe it might be referring to, according to the New International Version, it might be referring to a wife who goes astray. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men. So she's looking out for men who would be able to go and come in her bed, and by doing so, other men are becoming or getting deeper into sin with her. Who hath woe? Who hath sorrow? Who hath contentions? Who hath babbling? That means who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has issues with people? Who complains? Who hath wounds without cause? Who hath redness of eyes? They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine. So basically it's saying, and everyone who has those things are people who are going to look for wine. And they're people who are drunkards and love to drink. So we have just 5 more verses. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. So don't be stirring at wine, when the wine that goes down really smoothly. At the last, it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like an adder. An adder is another type of venomous snake. Thine eye shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things. This is talk about people, what they do when they're drunk. Yeah, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or as he that lieth upon the top of a mast. A mast is like on a ship. They have stricken me, shalt thou say, and I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again. And that is just referencing people when they drink. They want more and more based on how they act when they're drunk. They want more and more. Maybe they even have hangovers and stuff, but they keep going back for it. They keep going back to that drink. So keep those things in mind. I really enjoyed reading it in the King James Version. The word is really colorful. But let me know what you thought about this particular chapter from Proverbs, and we'll come back again tomorrow. This chapter, it really spoke to the idea of gaining understanding and why we need to seek the Lord in all things in our life. Don't be envious of other people and what they have, because you don't know how they got what they have, and oftentimes those people are not pure in heart. So keep those things in mind as we continue to read through the chapters. I'm very excited. I can't wait to get to Proverbs 31, talk about the Proverbs 31 woman. But I hope you all have been enjoying your time as we go through these chapters, and we'll be back again tomorrow. And I'd really love to continue this series. So please let me know if there's any chapters in the Bible that you'd like to discuss or any books of the Bible. And we'll definitely continue to do that into the new year, because I really enjoy reading the Bible, because it is really putting something inside of me. And I'm trying to read the Bible every single day. And I think this has really helped me to stick to it and be consistent with it every single day. And I love to go along with you all. So send me an email or write it down below. Once again, my email is askkrystalracquel@gmail.com, or you can just put it in the comments down below, and I'll definitely consider it for a chapter to go through with you. And I'll be going through with myself as well. So have a wonderful day. Bye.